Okay, so this is going to be a tutorial on how to juggle 3 balls. It really isn't too hard, and I think I'm very qualified to teach you or to make a tutorial because I would consider myself a solid juggler, which means I won't really drop it no matter how long I juggle because I practice a lot. And well, I do drop it, but I could go on for like 3 or 4 minutes without dropping it. I can do probably around 500 catches before I drop it. So, just an example of juggling 3 balls. This is the normal cascade. In this tutorial, you're going to learn other ways of juggling. I'm not good at the other ways. This is another way. I won't say I'm not good at them. I can't really do them too well. Hold on. And then you get the seesaw. And well, I screwed that up. Well, let's try again. So you get the basic idea of juggling. Okay, so some basic trainer tips, or if you're just starting to juggle. 1 ball. That's all you really need to start out with. This will help you. So basic drill you want to start out with is holding the ball over your palm and dropping it right into your palm, and you just get used to catching it. You can like throw it up and catch it in your palm, but you just do it on both hands. You might need to do this, you might not, depending on how good or bad you are. You can also start by throwing it up. You just catch it in one hand or switching, and I drop it. Those are just basic things. So then you might want to. Then I suggest you grab your second ball. So now you have 2. Once you've mastered the 1 ball, which is an extremely hard thing to master. No, I gotta move this out of the way. So now you have 2 balls. And you want to start out by throwing up like this. Throw your right, and while it's still in the air, throw the left. So this is my left, your right. I'm a lefty, so I start off with my left. No, the camera's reversed, so it looks like I'm starting with my left. So just get used to going like this. You continue going like this, because this is the basic motion you'll need for the cascade on 3 balls. Doing this, you really don't need to do this. That's just people will do. I think it's really annoying. When you're juggling 2 balls, just continue doing this until you get good at that. You can also practice 2 balls in 1 hand. I learned 2 balls in 1 hand before I learned 3. I'm not too good at it either. I can only do about 10 catches in 2 hands. I can even do like 3. Okay. So once you master the 2 balls, you can move on to your 3rd. And what I did with my 3rd is I juggled like I did with 2, like 1, 2, throw. Wow, I still have the 3rd one in my hand. You just get used to the basic starting off motion. Once you got this, you can attempt throwing your 3rd. You're going to be doing a lot of picking up balls when you're practicing. I know I did. And another thing you want to try, well, first here's 3, is try not to run forward or walk forward. I know when my mom juggles, she like sprints. It's hilarious. But people will, like, on their first 3, they'll do well, but then they'll have to start running forward. Okay, so once you can do 3, try to continue doing a 4th. And what I would do is I'd do 2, then I do 3, then I do 4, and then once you get 4 good down, you can do 5 catches. 4, 5. That was actually 6. Oh, whatever. Okay, so that was just really fast how to juggle 3 balls. It's not going to be that easy. Okay, so once you have your 3 balls down, then what you want to do, or once you got this, once you can just juggle 3 balls. It's not necessary to learn the other ones, but I'm making a tutorial, so I'll explain them too. You can start juggling, and then do 2 catches in your right hand. Hold on, this is going to be hard. I'm going to move my camera a bit forward. Well, I want to make it so you can see my hands too. 2 in my right, 2 in my left, 2 in my right, 2 in my left. Okay. I'm not good at that. And then you can also combine, like, maybe 2 on your right, 1 on your left. Like, okay, so that's another style of juggling. Another interesting thing you can do with juggling is, I'll do this with 2 balls. You start with your first ball, you throw it like this, and you throw your other ball in between like that, right? There's another style where you can throw the ball like this, and then throw this one over. So that would look like this. Like I just threw that over. So you throw it over, and then you go back to catch the other one. So what you can do with this is every time in your right hand, you can throw one over. And every time in your left hand, you can throw one under. So it sort of looks like this with 2 balls, you know, this. It's the same idea, but with 3. I actually practice that one a lot. Another interesting thing you can do is take 1 ball, focus on 1 ball. I like to use a different color ball for this because it just helps me. Do I have a ball around? Let's see one. I'm not going to be juggling balls in my room. Okay. What you can do is focus on 1 ball and have this one go over, and have all the other ones go under. Like so. I'm a pretty bad example. And then another thing, which is not too easy to do, is have all of them go over. I'm horrible with that. Yeah, this is what it's going to look like when you're trying to learn normal. I'll stop that. Another one I like is this seesaw. I can't do it too well. Basically, you throw it up, and when it comes down, right before it lands in your hand, you throw your second ball to your other hand, and right before it hits this hand, this goes up, and it comes down, and then this is to your other hand, like this. I have no idea if this is on camera, because every time I look at the camera, I always drop it. I just made a tutorial, and I dropped it like so many times from looking at the camera. Yeah, exactly what you're not supposed to do. That's just... I'm dropping balls here and there. Today's not really much juggling there. But I can do the cascade. So this is the cascade. Cascades do not work with even balls. Well, what I did to learn 5 balls, which helped me a lot, is I would do 4 catches with 4 balls, but I would do it in a cascade motion, because you can't, after 4 catches, you can't continue with 4 balls. So I would just do the normal cascade with 4, and then stop after 4 catches, and I got good at that. So then I added a 5th ball. There you go. So that's a pretty good example of juggling. And if you have any questions, leave a comment. Thank you for watching my tutorial.